Welcome, Jedi. To be still is to be calm, to allow for wisdom to spring forth. Yet the galaxy is seldom static. Motion, however, can provide clarity. Let truth flow like a river and carve new channels around any obstacle.
This door's not budging. I'm sure Z can decrypt this for us.
Cannot defy the Council.
Dagan Gera feels he must do what is right.
Master Rancessus won't allow it.
Truth flows like a river? What does that mean? If I don't figure this out, I'll never become a Jedi Knight.
All these chambers, all this training, and for what? A long shot for a planet that might not even exist.
I need to clear my mind.
Howdy. You got any pyrite on you?
Can't say I do.
Then you're nothing. Me? I got a little. Worked all day for it.
Can I see it?
Okay, I lied. I'm fresh out. I'm a failure.
Healy would know more about these seeds once we plant them.
Stay your wandering boots, my lad, and answer old Scuba. Do I strike cutting fisherman?
Not sure what you mean.
Me appearance, lad. Does it warm your shallows? Does it put a sea spray on your face?
You look nice, Scuba.
Let's hope the Frill Newt agrees, laddie. I'll have to muster all my seaward charms if I'm to lure it into my grasp.
Seems it liked you.
Aye. Oh, nae surprised. It is a great talent of mine. You see, the Frill Newt is the most sensual of sea folk. Skittish, except when it spies a potential mate. Hence my great vanity on this day. It is a shame to deceive him, but I can offer a quiet home in my tank as a recompense.
Sounds fair to me.
Now, shall we continue my tale? Where are we? Ah, yes. By virtue of my prodigious fishing talents, I was taken to see the mysterious one they call Undone. I can see it still. Wee Scuba, ushered into yon black-mouthed cave. I could barely make out a figure glinting with moonlight. I scrubbed my eyes like a old tar scrubbing the deck. And there she was, a vast creature. Great tentacles blooming from her blubber, like cables gorging on a fuel tank. One of the tentacles twitched into the air, just over my head, and then, wham! Right on the noggin, so I'm told. I staggered out the cave like a lover first acquainted with the deck. But something else happened. I think when that fell tentacle struck me, Undone took something straight out of my brain and put something else in.
She put something in your brain?
Aye, boy. The subtle art of catching a fish. The art of focus. And in the dark, with nothing but the bristles on your chin for company, that focus is special. From that day forward, when I plunged my line into the frigid waters, it would emerge with a fish. 3 times out of 7.
That's less than half.
My village told me that I'd be the one to save them from the great fish famine. Little did I know that the grapnel was soon to arrive on our shores.
Gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Perhaps, lad. And perhaps not. But that'll be a story for another time. The tale continues. When we last spoke, I warned of the grapnel's arrival. That great ship came descending on us like an anchor cutting the deep. Ne'er a more fearsome ship did you clamp eye on. She was sharp, like a fish, like the nose of a bony fish. She had 3 great claws. Aye, the landing gear. But when her great jaws parted, aye, the loading ramp. Now, will you hush and let Scuba tell the story? Her great jaws parted, disgorging her dread crew. A more vile pack of fisherfolk you never did see. And led by the vilest of them all, Captain One-Yick Wet, the bearded, bezel-less bat that he intended to fish in our waters. 'Twas trophy hunters they were, in search of the most rare catches. Well, we Sakavians refused. We had the Great Famine to contend with, see? Every fish was precious. But the ferocious captain didn't care for our troubles. With a belch, he produced from his creel a mighty harpoon. "Wait!" cried wee Scuba, hopping off of his rock. "I know these waters like the taste of my own tongue. There'll be few fish beneath yon ice. But," continued I, "if you take me with you, and if you leave my village be, I could show you how to coax the rarest of fishes onto your line." Aye. The dread captain stroked his briny beard. After a long moment, he held out his hand and grinned most terribly. "Lad," said he, "you be in luck. I'll be requiring another for my crew, one who knows the curve of the sea." Oh, Cal. If I could only go back to that moment when I shook Captain Went's rigid hand. If only I'd never stepped off my wee rock. But my encounter with Undan had given me a taste for the unknown. I couldn't resist the call of adventure, and I had to save my people. So, I left with the grapnel, thinking the business done. I would be a fisher for Captain Whit. Of course, my adventure had only begun. For just when the grapnel hit orbit...
More trouble, I take it?
But I've havered on long enough. And come back another time and I'll tell you more. So, you wish to hear of a time on the grapnel with the crew of the dread Captain Wanyak Whit?
Let's hear it.
Aye. My tenure began with quite a bump. The moment the grapnel hit orbit, her klaxons began to sing. A barrack ship full of lawful types swam out to the stars and hailed us. "What be the meaning of this?" growled our captain. "We're simple fisher folk." "Your transponder codes tell a different tale," came the reply. "You be standing on stolen property, you do." "Aye, you've rightful caught us," said the captain. "Come on aboard, and I'll surrender what was stolen." But scarcely had the lubbers set boot on the deck of the grapnel, when wham! The captain's harpoon skewered them like a quailfish on a spit. "Now you can't do that when you're running line, can you?" said the captain to me, grinning in his foulsome way. I'm sorry to say that I picked up the harpoon that black day. For years, I did not toss a fish back into the sea when I caught her. Well, that is until... blubbered you to death. I'll continue my tale soon, lad. Aye, so we returned to my time on the grapnel. Against the protestations of my heart, I forsook the rod and line for the harpoon. For years, we trawled the outer rim, spearing every fish that happened across our path. Talented as I was, I speared more fish than the rest of the crew, put together. Fool as I was, I didn't have the wisdom to be ashamed. The dread Captain Wanyak Wet took notice. He showered me in brevets, gave me the best of catches, and scarcely a year after I left Sakavitar, I became his first mate. Shortly after my promotion, we were on our way to Manan to sell the carcass of a gooberfish. But, wham! Just as we dove out of hyperspace and the great ocean world streaked into view, so did she. The most glorious creature I'd ever beheld. A whale of marvelous proportion. But swimming through Manan's orbit like it was nothing but an easterly current back home. I was transfixed.
No kidding. How close did you get?
Funny you should ask. I didn't have long to set my eyes abulge before we crashed headlong into her. The grapnel bounced off her like chum off flotsam. We plummeted down to the ocean, sundering the grapnel on the sea floor, where a gang of pirate quarren were holed up. The filthy Zephyrs. We swam out to the ribbon hull and found ourselves surrounded by quarren, demanded all manner of things, including our bounty of fish. So, away we swam, Captain White, the crew, and myself. But, blind as we were at such depth, we shortly ran into a dead end, finding ourselves surrounded by quarren. Find me again, and I'll continue the tale.
is it?
Let's get out of here!
That's it. Let's hope we don't need it.
Guys around here can get pretty dangerous. Maybe that's why the shuttle came down. Step forward. Identify yourself.
Visual observation.
I can't.
Collision indisputable.
Whole squad is down.
Coward! Oh, you're ready for a treat.
What are you fishing for?
I'm hunting the ferocious me. Did you know the me was the very first fish we scuba caught?
That must have been quite a day.
Aye, I was barely yee-high back then. Little scuba swam headlong into the creature's mouth. But, plucky as I was, I couldn't digest me before fishing fellows pulled us out.
Sounds more like it caught you.
Aye, it takes me back. Stick around, boy, and I'll top us off with a tale.
So scuba, whatever happened with the pirates?
So there we were, 4 quarren, armed with spears, each way a mind to make a mantelpiece of my wee rubbery head. I looked over to me captain, and he stared right back, waving his arms like a goober fish in heat. At the harpoon I held in my hand. Oh, for a black instant, I considered nailing those pirate quarren to the rocks with my harpoon. But something stopped me from pulling the trigger. Perhaps it was the sparkle that caught my eye. The sparkle of a passing glumbrig eel. What would those pirates say to a whole school of glumbrig eels? A crackle and a sparkle as they be, thought I. So I opened my wee mouth and emitted the mating call of the eel.
You speak eel?
Aye, but I forgot to turn on me comm. Wee Scoover alone heard the cry. But that demented expression put such a fright on the quarren that it dropped the blasters. By the time they'd come to the senses, we were swimming away as fast as our flippers could carry us. It was only later, as we fled aboard the Zephyr's schooner, that I realized how close the real danger was. But I shall continue my tale next time.
Sector... Wait, what's that? Looks like it's from the clone... It's incoming!
Nest of shiver peats. Grease is gonna love this story. Glad you're excited. Not much to look at. Let's see if Doma's interested in this.
Jedi! Need one hit! Hold on! Don't let anything through. Let him come, I'm not afraid. I'll make short work of whatever comes in range. Don't be reckless, trooper. Whoever is out there has already proven himself capable. A foothold on this planet isn't as secure as you might think. No stopping a lightsaber! Through this!
Place is crawling with Imperials. Just gotta keep climbing. Let's take this to Doma's. The Empire's really cracking down around here. How long before they set their sights on the outpost? Visibility's pretty bad. Gotta push through. An energy conduit. You don't have anything for it, do you? Is that an Imperial shuttle? I don't know why they were flying in such poor conditions. Want to check it out? There is only the Force.
Now there's an unusual sight.
You with the Raiders?
Raiders? No, no. We're no foe to you, nor friend to them.
What's up ahead?
Mist, and more mist. And all manner of danger prowling within. Watch your feet, unless the mountain have them for its own.
We'll keep that in mind. Hey, not bad. The lift isn't here. Koa recommended we check this chamber out.
Welcome, Jedi. Our problems are often matters of perspective. By shifting our position, so too moves our thinking. And thus, by reframing it, a problem may not seem so vexing after all.
Sounds familiar.
I never thought I would find this planet so energizing.
There is something unique about it, no?
I must show you a spring I found recently. The aura there is invigorating.
This planet is so different to Coruscant.
I find its quiet almost deafening by comparison.
And yet, there's a unique peace to it.
I heard Dagon boarded the first transport out.
Nonsense. He would never.
Wherever he is, we need him. This is not good.
Show this to Z. need to clear my mind. Let's move, BD.